Hello all uniquely creative people, my name is Sherry Turquoise and today with me is I know you're mad at me, your caution's gonna come off after this, trust me. Is Shadow. He is dressed up in his skeleton kitty costume. If you wish to see the full costume, it's on the Instagram, so go check her out. Go check it out. Okay, let's get this costume off while we're on the camera. Don't you want the costume off? I thought you didn't like it. Come on. No. Don't give me a hard time. I'm taking it off. See? Coming off. See? It's off. It's off. I don't think you really mind that costume on once it was on there on you for a little bit because you look kind of hurt that I took it off. So this costume don't really fit him lengthwise, but it definitely fit him size-wise. So he's definitely a medium for costumes, but the costume needs to be longer. And today, I am dressed up in my costume for this year's Halloween. It is not complete because the actual wig did not come in time, so I'm improvising with another wig, and I don't have the jewels for this character this round. However, I'm planning on to next year to have it fully completed. So this year I am dressed up as Raven from Teen Titans. Raven is actually one of my favorite characters from Teen Titans. Not that because she is overpowered, but it's the fact the way she is and that she is qualified technically as a witch, which I will probably do a whole video on her or just a review kind of thing, because honestly a lot of people are confused about her healing abilities, but when you watch the Teen Titans movie, the Judas contract I believe it is, or the newest the one that has Batman's biological son in it, it actually explains quite a bit and it actually clears things up of where she got her healing abilities kind of thing, if you put two and two together. So yes, I am dressed up as a Raven this year. The wig is not the right color for her, and unfortunately I ordered the wrong size for the hood. The hood fits me, it just don't fit me all around like it should with Raven and lengthwise, unless, no, the newer Teen Titans, except for Teen Titans Go, Teen Titans Go's actually, I think, is the only one that her cape touches the floor. But all the Teen Titans, her cape can go all the way around her. Mine cannot, unfortunately. So, yeah. So this year, I am cosplaying as Raven as Teen Titans. Anyways, I am babbling. Today's video is going to be a Halloween-themed collab. Today is going to be different type of ghosts. However, this video is probably going to be on the longer end because there are lots of ghosts. Just give me a second. I'm going to try to find the last page. So where that ribbon is technically the last page, and this is how many. So 18 different ghosts. So, without further ado, let's get started because it is actually really hot in this costume. So, let's get started. So, there are different types of ghosts, and if you wonder what I'm looking at my notebooks. So, the different type of ghosts are, and I will go into more details of what each ghost is. So, the different type of ghosts are the poltergeist, and I'm going to be probably pronouncing a lot of these ghost names wrong, so I'm apologizing in advance. The interactive personality, orbs, funnel ghosts, ectoplasm, ectomis is another name for it. There will be a visual learning way on these ghosts as well, so just stay tuned for that one. Demonic possessed human entirety. Demons, yes, there are different types of demons. There are some demons that can't possess humans. Shockingly, I know. Shadow people, crowd demons, inanimate ghosts, doppelganger, Lamar, artificial ghosts, animal ghosts, vortex, cobalt, and athletic revenants, and historical hauntings. So, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There are 18 different ghosts. So right now I am going to go into more details of each and every single ghost. I will try to make this as brief as I can so that way the video is not so long. However, this video is probably going to be closer, I'm guessing in the 40-minute mark. So the first ghost is the poltergeist. So a poltergeist is actually one noisy spirits. They are known to be noisy, and they have the ability to manipulate the physical environment, so which means they can move objects, open and close doors. An example of this can be open doors, windows, chairs, move chairs, turn on lights and that kind of stuff. These ghosts are actively usually start off mildly, and then they can get a little bit more aggressive. People tend to mistake those as coincidence, so if they just mistaken them as, oh, it's just someone probably sleepwalking or something like that. It's just as a coincidence. They don't presume it's a ghost. It's kind of hard to prove that your house is being haunted, kind of thing. These activities that are mild will intensify as time goes by. Like I said, they'll start off mild, lights turning off and off, toilets are being flushed, people playing a game kind of thing. And then it'll get more intensified with probably a kitchen knife being thrown at you kind of thing. Not to scare you or anything, but that just seems to be a good example as an intensified thing. There are times when the protagonist does leave on its own, but other times it will end with severe consequence. So basically, if you have one of these, no matter what you do, you should never provoke a spirit, and you should never make a spirit mad. You should hire a professional to get rid of the spirit, no matter what. So technically you should hire a priest or a priestess or a pastor or someone that you go to church, or someone in charge of the religion that you are in. Is the best way I can describe it. Interactive personality. These are also common ghosts. Normally loved ones, so if a loved one passed away, to say their final goodbyes, or if they're just coming to check on you, they will have their scent on them. So let's say you lost your grandmother, and your grandmother always had this certain flower perfume, so you'll be able to smell that. Or if your father passed away and he smoked, you'll be able to smell the type of cigarettes that he smoked, and that's how you know they're there. They are to bring comfort and important information when time comes. They do leave a scent, like I said earlier. Sometimes make a noise or talk to you. It will depend on the situation on that one. Some personality when they were alive, so depending on the personality. If you lost a loved one that was more on the aggressive end, I would probably be on a little bit of the concern end. but either or they are there to more comfort you while you are mourning. They still experience emotions even though they are in the afterlife. These ghosts are technically friendly. Like I said, if their personality is more on the aggressive end, their tone will probably be more aggressive, but there to soothe. That's the best way I can explain this. I have not personally been encountered with a ghost close up kind of thing. Like, I never had a ghost in this apartment or any of the apartments or any of the houses I've lived at. So this is strictly information that I have found on researching. They will return again if you need help, or to see you again and need help. So basically, they are there to comfort you, to help guide you in that. The third spirit is orbs. These are also common spirits. However, they are most common in like photographs kind of thing. Colors are blue or white, so this is how you can identify those kind of spirits. Translate balls of light, so something like a light bulb kind of thing, but they're like an orb in the picture. They can be either a human soul or an animal soul. So, yeah. These souls do travel. They are not in one location. They do travel a lot. So if you happen to see one in the picture, chances are it's just passing by. They are not bound to anything or anyone. They are just traveling ghosts. If you happen to run into one, it's just probably passing by. The longer they are here, it is easier for them to change into a full body appearance. So when they start off, they just start off as tiny orbs, but the longer they are here, the more chances are they are going to be able to develop a body forming similar to what we have, but floating. The next ghost is the funnel ghost. These ones are also loved ones as well. They appear in private homes or historical buildings that they used to live in, kind of thing. They do make cold spots, so that is just a fair warning. They tend to look like swirling funnels when seen, so they're swirling around, they're not clear. Kind of thing is the best way I can describe it. Like I said, I will have a visual learning way on this coming up, so just stay tuned for that one. Can be seen in photographs in a spiral of light. And the next ghost is the ectomist, so it's basically a mist ghost kind of thing, like a fog. So appears several feet off the ground and in the air. Comes in a swirling mass of mist, so like a fog, but high off the ground, maybe even higher. Colors are white, gray, and or black. It can be either three, possibly all three of them. Move really quick, so blink of an eye, you might not even see it. Can stay in one place or orbit, and then they find them. Then to find them, you go to graveyards, battlefields, and historical sites. So that is where they are commonly found. Another ghost is demon-possessed humans. So these guys are evil spirits, and just best avoid them no matter what. These ones can control people's bodies, so they can enter your body and possess you. They can control it with the host's consciousness energy, so basically negative energy. I know COVID's not helping on that one. Basically, the more negative energy you have, the higher chance you have with an encounter of a demon. That's explaining it wrong. Basically, if you have a demon in your place and you have a lot of energy that draws it, demons are drawn to negative energy. So, yeah. So you happen to have a demon in your building or in the same apartment as you, and the demon happens to has its eyes on you, and it happens to be a human possessed demon. Yeah, that's you might want to get a pastor or someone that can get rid of the demon for you. Because never, ever, ever challenge a demon to a fight. Never, ever. Trust me on this one. They have greater strength than other spirits. They are actually one of the more stronger spirits out there because of that. They can move objects, hurt people, even go as far as killing them. So that is one of the main reasons why you should never challenge a demon, because they will fight to the death kind of thing. So never ever challenge one. Never. Don't even provoke it. Just get out there as fast as you can and get a pastor or a priest. Get someone professional that can get rid of it. And if really necessary, use salt. Salt is pure, so demons tend not to like salt. So use salt as a circle around you or around your bed. So this way you are safest there, kind of thing. They are as dangerous as ordinary demons, so just don't even call upon one. Just no. Demons, powerful ghosts as well. Skills are invade homes, attach to objects, inflict mental and physical torture, can morph into any shape, can find them in black masses at the doorway, standing more than one demon at the same location. So basically, if you see a black mass, chances are it's a demon. They can morph into any shape. So, an example is 2 feet, horns on the head, claws. More than one demon can be at a location versus spirits. It is less common with like human ghosts and that. But yeah, more than one demon can be at one location. Energies are being black to crossover. Never challenge these spirits. They can kill. Never ever challenge them. I cannot say this enough. Never ever challenge a demon. No matter what. You shouldn't even be challenging any spirits actually. At all. Just no. Just get a professional. Just to get an exorcist. Get someone that can get rid of the spirits professionally. I highly recommend that. Shadow people can see at the corner of your eye. They tend to vanish when looked at, so I can be looking at you guys and all of a sudden a ghost will appear, and then as soon as I look over to look at it, it just vanished. That's what a shadow ghost really is. Wears cloak or hoods, retreats to corners, through walls, into closets and televisions when spotted. So these ghosts, I couldn't find much information on them, so when found, just don't provoke it, I guess. Yeah, no, just don't provoke any spirits. Crowd demons. Attends crowds, so they are attracted to crowds. So like big events, like concerts or amusement parks, like big events, big crowds. They tend to be drawn to those things. Only shows up at large groups of people. In pictures, they are distorted shape. So basically, if you take a picture and all of a sudden you see this like distorted shape kind of thing on someone, chances are that is a crowd demon. Are they friendly? I couldn't find much information. I'm gonna say no. They're just like other demons, and don't provoke it if you happen to run into one. Show up in numbers. Some are unrecognizable to human eye. The common question is, are these types of demons desperate for attention because they are always drawn to big crowds? Now, I'm sure with COVID they are probably not happy because big crowds are not a thing right now. So they're probably not really happy about that. So, the question is, are they trying to just get attention? That is the main question because no one has the answer to that. Animal ghosts. So the ghosts of an animal, of your pet, wild animals, that kind of thing. Known to make sound, not very often seen. Tends to make scratching sounds, whine or bark sounds, or if you have a cat that has passed away, a meow sound, they will make some sort of sound to let you know that they are there. These spirits tend to get neglected because they're just ignored. They're not there in the human world, or the owner just shakes it off. So the ghost of the animal, of the pet, is still haunting that person kind of thing, trying to get their attention. So with this situation, try to help the animal to cross over kind of thing and let them know that it's okay. They're doing okay, just to cross over kind of thing. That it's time for them to cross over. That's the only thing that I can recommend other than a professional again. But with animals, they are commonly neglected because a lot of people don't see them as a threat kind of thing, and they're not noticeable because they're hardly seen. So these animal spirits tend to get neglected. Inanimate ghosts. These are come in forms of cars, ships, trains, and lamps normally. So these ghosts come in forms of objects. So if you have watched Supernatural, there is an episode which is a perfect example of this, of a truck that haunts a road specifically and goes no further than where that road ends, that length of road. That is a inanimate ghost. So that's what that is. No interaction with you in spirit. What you see is a playback normally. Imprinted in area because of significance. Used to be popular. So these ghosts tend to be popular in the past, however they're not as popular now. Not too sure what made the change there. All animated ghosts have a routine. So let's say a road is haunted by a car, and the car only shows up at midnight and disappears at 1 o'clock. So in that hour at night, the car will show up. Travel the same route. The spirit is frozen in time, repeating their final moment again and again with no hope to end that cycle. No one's in danger. It's just a witnessing leftover energy, and it's technically not a ghost, but it is. But it's an object, kind of thing. Doppelganger can be in more than one location at the same time. So basically, you see one ghost in one location, then you see that exact same ghost at the exact same time in another location, kind of thing. Can look like someone that is alive or dead. So the best example is, let's say you take a picture of your friend at your house, but then the exact same image, exact same person shows up at the exact same time with the picture time frame at another location. Can look like someone that is, okay, I already read that. People have claimed to see loved ones, and unique names, a German word for, oh, that's another name for German for double goers. And now no other spirit has this ability, so no other spirits can make a copy of you, which is a little bit of a perk, because I really wouldn't want a demon that could make a copy of me. That would be scary. Image of people that is close to you, so basically if you have a really close friend, chances are it will make an image of that. Myths, it had some kind of tragedy, so that is a myths kind of thing, so not proven to be false. No one really knows what a doppelganger is, so no matter the research, they have not found any solid evidence on what kind of ghost this is. They just have found very little information. Theory might be that person's soul that just departed, so there is a possibility where your loved one just passed away and the soul just came out and it's just come to say goodbye kind of thing. That is a theory. They have no hard evidence on that yet. Lemurs, these are angry spirits. Just best to avoid them. They are created with darkness, doom, and misfortune, so a tragic event. And these are violent spirits, life cut short, so I don't need to use an example on this one, but basically someone's life cut short and they are extremely mad that their life got cut short and they can turn into this kind of spirit. Another one that can make them upset is not a proper burial. So let's say someone got run over and they got buried in the forest. That's not a proper burial, so chances are that that person's soul will haunt someone, do some damage. Might not have family members to mourn them. The roots are in ancient Romans. That is where it originally started. Really important to them. So to make sure that these ghosts didn't come back and haunt them, they did proper memorials. They did proper burials. They made sure they did everything right, so that way these ghosts could finally rest in peace. They had a whole myth based on them, known as malignant entity. These are wandering souls as well. Could be a ghost of a person, like a doppelgangers, friends with darkness, doom, and misfortune. So doppelgangers are made out of similar things, except doppelgangers, by the sounds of it, things in the research I did, they're not like evil spirits kind of thing. Romans set aside certain days in May, so just to mourn and make sure everything's a-okay, that these ghosts are not haunting them. The Roman people back then feared these type of ghosts, which I can see why. This day was called Lemur Allah. So that was the day they not celebrate, but make sure everything's a-okay and make sure there's like no more of these ghosts kind of thing. A combination of an appreciation and a phantom. Roman time came and went, so these ghosts are not as common from what I understand from the research. With them, the lemurs disappeared from our minds, so they technically still do exist, just they're not as common and very little common actually. Almost to the point like where they're not even in our minds anymore. So artificial ghosts. So these are one of the rarest ghosts to ever known to exist. Created by storytelling. So you gotta believe this your character or that ghost is real and be really strong about it, kind of thing. A group of people get together, put a name on a ghost that does not exist yet. Group energy can go into that ghost creation. So basically, more than one person needs to create this ghost with a name and start doing that. I don't recommend doing that at all. Some people use objects to create this ghost. Has been proven with some research. So this has been proven that it is possible to do because research has been done. I don't recommend this at all. Demonic possessed human entities, some of the evil spirits, can control a human body, control a host with conscious energy, has greater strength. Well, I think I already read this one. Animal ghosts, yeah, I read that one. Vortex, not commonly heard, so these are non-common spirits as well. Strange beings, only shows up in still pictures, so if someone takes a picture and it's completely still kind of thing. Human eyes can't see them, and normally long in a shape of cigar or metal rod. So basically a picture's taken and then all of a sudden you see this line that looks like it wrecks a picture kind of thing. Kind of looking like a turning screw in midair. That's the best way I can describe it. Again, once I get the visual way, it will make more sense. They make themselves known with temps. Area they are occupying will be cold. Can be mistaken as an orb, and can travel similar paths as the orb as well, so they can travel similar paths as the orb, so they could just be traveling by. Likes the indoor paranormal, so that's what they're known for. I like to see one in a larger haunted scale. This is a theory. They are the previous owners, so they are the ones that own the building last. Another theory is they might be in vehicle, piggybacking while traveling to or between dimensions. That is all theories. It has not been proven. And the cobalt, similar to the poltergeist. Mischievous little spirits, so they like to play pranks kind of thing. Likes to play tricks and unsettle that person that's living there. Pranks. Can be so they can be evil and they can be kind. It depends on the situation. So basically, don't let your guard down if you have one of those. Might marginalize in many forms and can change from animal to an element they pick. So they could change into a dog, to an object, or to fire. They literally can change almost in anything, but they can't duplicate that person kind of thing. Like they don't have the doppelganger's abilities. Oddest one was of Jeff the Talking Moon Goose. That was the oddest one. Story began in 1931 near Dalby in the Isles of Man. The story has been forgotten about, so people have forgotten about that story. If you guys are curious, I am more than happy to tell that story. I can do research on it and try to find it and see, and I can talk about it and rate it. Let me know that in the comments if you want that, because I can do other stories as well, which I think that would be really cool. Maybe that's just me. Let me know down in the comments. Etheric revenants. These can make people weak and lose energy, so they can absorb your energy, kind of thing. These ones are also very rare, so they're less common. Suggest to have a somewhat linked to non-earthly entities, so like fairies, mermaids, that kind of stuff. And examples are, well, here's a better example: demons or something from another dimensions. So yeah, just don't play with these guys either. Very similar to the shadow people for appearance. So unlike shadow people, they can suck the energy out of you in the same room they are in. So this is how you can tell the difference from a shadow people and this ghost. The etheric revenants. If you walk into the same room as the shadow ghost and you feel like your energy has been sucked out, then chances are it is an etheric revenant. They are considered highly dangerous, so just like a demon, don't even encounter it if you can avoid it. And if you do happen to encounter one, get someone professional to get rid of it. Takes physical and emotional toll on the victims. So not only are they draining you physically, but they are draining you mentally as well. We'll hardly hear people talk about them despite their dangerous position. So I am going to bring this up. Even though you could feel lack of energy, it does not mean physically and mentally. It could easily be a burnout. It might not be this kind of ghost. Again, proving that area is haunted by a spirit can be hard, or is probably one of the hardest things to prove, because it's hard to prove that a ghost exists. I honestly believe that spirits do exist, and yeah, I honestly do believe they do exist, kind of thing, and would like to learn as much as I can about them. So it's just do your best to avoid these spirits. I know some of these spirits are hard to avoid, but if you can avoid them, just plain do so. And if you happen to run into a spirit that is more evil than the others, definitely get someone professional that is an exorcist, or a priest or priestess or a pastor, someone that is professional, that can get rid of the ghost for you. I don't recommend it, because if you make that ghost angry, or if you do something wrong, then you're just made the situation 10 times worse than what it was. So never ever make a spirit angry. Residential historical hauntings, and this is the last one. These guys are extremely rare, so they hardly get mentioned. Most humans will not experience this type of haunting at all. The best one I can think of is the Ghost Ship movie. That is a good example, especially with the scene. It's like recording that you play and rewind again and again. So, Ghost Ship. There's a scene where the ballroom kind of thing gets put back together, and this one character sees everyone dancing. That is a residential historical haunting. He is re-seeing the event. The residual haunting are in a loop. They do the same thing over and over, so they are in constant replay. But you have to be in that location for it to replay. They might do their haunting at a certain time of the day, so be at the location. So if you do encounter it, it will be at a certain location at a certain time sometimes. Sometimes it's just you stepping into that certain locations. They are a regular resident, but heightened by 10th degree, so they are heightened by energy. That is an area where it has a huge amount of energy that has happened all at once, kind of thing. That's the best way I can describe it. Normally involving multiple opportunists and a whole scene. So basically a whole event, like a dancing ball where everyone's dancing, getting along, that has a whole lot of energy, kind of thing. The scene is from history replaying itself, so Ghost Ship. That scene where everyone's dancing, the ball runs back together, that kind of thing. Most famous is the Versailles time ship. Will feel intense feeling and will be surrounded by people from a different time era, so it will be extremely intense, and this does go by really fast. So that is all the ghosts information. Those are all the different types of ghosts. Again, I don't recommend making any of these ghosts mad. I also don't recommend encountering one or trying to find one. I just don't recommend any of that, and just plain don't summon one either. If you do encounter one, just like I said earlier, hire a professional that can get rid of these ghosts for you. Just don't try to get rid of them yourself. Just plain don't. Because if you do something wrong, chances are you're going to make that ghost mad at you. Then you got a bigger problem to deal with. So just don't deal with these ghosts. If you do encounter one, get a professional. Unless if the ghost is harmless, then I still recommend getting a professional to get rid of it, just in case, because you just never know, kind of thing. Anyways, that is it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon and notification button to get notified of all my posts, because during the month of October, I post videos 3 to 4 times a week, and I also do live streams 3 times a week, Tuesday afternoons, Thursday evenings, and Saturday mornings. However, this Saturday, which is when this video will be posted, I am not doing a live stream because I won't be available. And I also upload bonus videos, and during NaNoWriMo, I post videos 5 to 6 days a week. So click that notification button to get notified of all my posts, and follow me on Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and Facebook. Message me on one of those accounts if you want to be a co-host on one of my live streams, and join the creative server to meet new people, learn new creative things. All the links are down below. Click the like button, leave a comment down below, and thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Remember, stay true to yourself and stay unique. And happy Halloween! Bye!